Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rachel of Gathered Plans. This is in collaboration with my dear friend Jana, and I will have her Instagram and YouTube linked below as well as her video. Make sure to check her out, follow and subscribe. I love her spreads. She is just the sweetest and I'm very thankful to know her. She is so kind, and yeah, go show her some love. And if you are new and coming from her channel, thank you for stopping by. Welcome, and I hope that you'll consider subscribing as well. We're both using this beautiful July kit from Jackson Pepper. I am in love with this kit, and you guys know how much I love green with rose gold foil, so I had to pair rose gold with this. Anyways, I hope that you enjoy. So really quick, I just wanted to say I just got back from voting and we voted early, so I'm really happy and excited that we got that done. And thankfully we got there pretty early enough so we weren't waiting too long, but it was a pretty seamless process. So I would say I probably only waited for like 30 minutes and then a total of like 45 minutes or an hour actually staying there to kind of wait my turn. Everybody was social distancing. They had a really good system going. I was wearing my mask, so was my fiance and everybody else as well. So really happy I was able to vote. If you haven't had a chance to vote, I highly recommend that you do. And yeah, hopefully that you get a chance to vote as well. So if you want to know where the stickers are from, please comment below. Jana and I are not doing a Q&A, but I did still want to pull out my random question generator just because it's been such a long time since I've done one. And this was a month where I moved, so there were so many amazing, positive, fun, exciting things happening in this month. It was also nice to mark like several days I had off. I was like, oh, wow, I actually had a lot of days off because of my move, and thankfully having the opportunity to work from home as well like kind of made it easier. So this first question is, what job would you absolutely be terrible at? Anything in retail. So especially with clothes. I am terrible with putting my own clothes away, putting them on hangers, putting them in drawers, folding them. I can only imagine how terrible I would be if I actually worked in retail. So I feel like even with shoes, I don't think I even would enjoy it with shoes, honestly. I think I could do retail with candle store, something that doesn't contain clothes or shoes. Like, I think I'll be okay with that. All right, so next question is, ooh, these are some hard questions. I'm telling on myself here, but I do skip a little bit. What would you want your last meal to be if you were on death row? Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, I'm too pretty to go to jail. I ain't going to jail. I would not survive, let alone death row. No. I need some form of social interaction, and I'm a good person, you guys. I'm a good person. So honestly, it's kind of ironic because I was talking to my fiance about this yesterday. We were both talking about like what could we eat for the rest of our lives if we had no choice, and there's so many good foods. You guys, this is like picking a favorite child for me. There are so many good foods. But if I had to choose one thing to eat for the rest of my life, and don't judge me or come for me if you don't enjoy this, but it's personally something that's like a childhood favorite. It's very nostalgic. I would totally be okay with rice with spam or longanisa if you're Filipina, you know, or Filipino, sorry. And also specifically two eggs. I've always had specifically two eggs, two over easy eggs on top because I love the runny yolk. That I would be so content with that. So content. If you know what longanisa is, let me know below because yes. But spam, it would be like spam light because I don't need all that sodium. Like, let's be honest. I'm very sensitive to salt in general. Like, I barely put salt in my own food. So I never really understood. I think I talked about this before. I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody. I'm not trying to. But I never understood why people immediately put salt and pepper on their food before even trying the food. I'm totally not for that. I think you should try it the way it came out first and then add to it if you want. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see. Ooh. These are some hard questions. I'm kind of going over these. Who or what inspires you to be a better person? So this is very simple, but just really my family, like my mom and sister. So my mom is my biggest inspiration, and I know that's super cliche, but she sacrificed so much for her and I to have a better life and to come to the States. And then my little sister was born 11 years later. But basically, I really do want to be a great role model for my little sister, but then at the same time, I also want to do everything and anything that my mom couldn't do when she was growing up because she sacrificed so much. So they truly are my inspiration. It's very important to me to be a big role model and the best role model for my little sister, just because I don't know, like I just feel like I don't see a lot of siblings, like, and just in my experience, I have a lot of friends that don't get along with their siblings at all, and it breaks my heart. I think the age gap is a little bit different because 11 years apart, I feel like I'm more kind of like her second mom, but I can see where sometimes it can get kind of like challenging because she like recently told me when she turned, when she became a teenager, she was like, I want you to be more of my big sister, and I understand it's natural to be like a motherly figure because of the age gap, but she was like, I want to be able to just like chat with you and like joke around about stuff and not, kind of be like parented. And I was like, you know what? I respect that. I respect you because I've been so much in that like second mom parent mode for so long during her entire upbringing that I had to kind of learn to switch it off. So that was definitely challenging, but she is very real. She tells it how it is, which is cool because I mean, I'm the same way. So, all right. So, what is something that really annoys you but doesn't bother most people? Ooh, pet peeves. I can name several. Several. Something that really irks me. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just hit my microphone. This is something that might make you guys laugh, but this bothers me so You guys are going to think I'm crazy, but this bothers me so much. I cannot stand it when people aren't looking at me when I'm talking to them. I think eye contact is so important. I think it's very underrated, especially with conversations. It's one thing if you're talking to someone and you keep looking away little by little, but like not looking at someone and making any eye contact, it's annoying. Like I get on my fiance and it's totally my personality and my preference. I know this, but when he's in the same room as me and he's just looking at his phone while talking to me, I'm like, are you listening? And he's like, yeah, I can hear everything you're saying. And he'll summarize what I just said. But then I'm like, but you're not looking at me. And he's like, but I'm listening, babe. And I'm like, no, but you're not. Again, hear me out. You are not looking at your girl. Like, you need to look at me when I'm talking to you. Now I totally get it when my mom growing up was like, look at me when I'm talking to you. And I'm like, oh, I get it now. I get it. Other things that really annoy me that might not bother most people, I don't know if this is just a cultural thing, but I can't stand when people blow their nose at the dining table. Like when you're eating. I have no words. Like, it's one thing if you got the sniffles because you're eating something spicy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I'm having really spicy pho and noodles, I'll have like a napkin or tissue and I'll like dab my nose. But I'm not gonna flat out like go blow my nose in front of everybody while they're eating. That's just something I excuse yourself from the table. That's just my preference. It might not bother most people. Honestly, it's kind of like a 50-50 when I've asked my friends. They just some of them don't really care. It doesn't bother them. I think it's just depending on your gross level. I don't know. Let's see. Next question. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to skip a lot of these questions because some of these questions are rough, man. Okay, how comfortable are you speaking in front how comfortable are you speaking in front of large groups of people? So public speaking. I don't mind it. I always get the initial nerves, but I think it's also partially excitement. So I took a public speaking class in college. It was probably one of my favorites. I think I took it way more seriously than others. And I was also a resident assistant. I ran my news crew in school. Like I was always kind of in a position where call it leadership position or not, but like I try to always put myself in a position where I had to work with people and speak in front of people because I knew that was going to be important for me. And I just wanted to be able to do that. I wanted to have confidence and not be like timid and shy. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. So please, please, please do not take it that way. That was just something very important to me because I want to be taken seriously. And I think that's kind of a big factor of like how you can kind of get over that is just learning public speaking. I think it's incredibly important. And it's funny because I try to work my fiance about with it because he's very introverted and shy, and he's so cute because he like looks down when he's like talking. I'm like, stop it, like look up, like come on, like you just it takes time and it takes practice, and you really have to work on it. It's not something that comes naturally to a lot of people, and I think that's a huge misconception. Everyone assumes that someone that's extroverted is just like immediately perfect at public speaking. There had been times where I had to learn to stop saying and things like that, which I still am working on, but definitely things that I did struggle with and took a lot of time and practice, and doing these voiceovers definitely help with practice as well. But to me, that is very important. See, I said it. Oh, cringing. Okay, so I think that's going to be the last question. Sorry for the dead silence and ums and cricket noises, but it's fine. It is not a voiceover if I don't say this is fine or it's fine. So I love how the spread turned out. I love rose gold with green. I don't know how many times I can say that, but I'm obsessed with how it turned out. I think the tropical vibes are just perfect. The Monstera, like literally, I love coconuts. I know Jana loves coconuts too. By the way, I know people call her Jana, but she grew up in Germany, so I call her Jana, and that's just how I do. So take it up with me later. Just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please check out Jana's Instagram and YouTube. She pumps out so many videos. I'm always impressed by how many videos she has out every single week, and she's just such a sweet person. I really enjoy her, and yeah, I hope you like her videos as well and that you subscribe and show her some love. Here's a Viv Wiggle. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.